So I started off by tying some wool around my wrist. Don't worry, this doesn't hurt or tie off your blood circulation. I'm taking a bright red grease paint and a sponge and I'm applying it on my wrist area. This red will be the irritated skin around the actual ligature marks. Now you can take off the thread and use the clean side of your sponge to blend out the red grease paint. You could also use your fingers. This will make the harsh white lines a bit more subtle. Next up, take some rigid collodion. This will make the actual indentations in your skin. I'm only applying the collodion on certain areas of my skin. Don't put the collodion all around your wrist. The cuts will look more real if you only apply it in some areas. I think the wires would mostly cut your skin on the side of your wrist. That's why I'm applying most of the collodion on the sides. You don't have to use a lot of layers, 1 or 2 layers of the collodion will do. Once the collodion is dried, you can really see the indentations it has made. To take away some of the shine and redness of the grease paint, you can apply some translucent powder on top. I'm taking a dark plum grease paint and a small brush to add some color to my ligature marks. I'm only applying it to the deepest cuts and I'm blending it out with my finger. I didn't show this on camera, but every time I take some paint, I'm wiping most of it on some paper towel. You always want to add little by little. The next color is a dark red, which I will apply on the deepest cuts, but also on the superficial ones. For more detail, I'm switching to a smaller brush and I'm also adding some bright red grease paint. So I decided I mostly wanted to add some superficial cuts on my wrist area instead of the deep collodion cuts. So I'm using a very thin brush to add some small cuts and also some small dots. These dots appear underneath your skin when you have a bruise, for example. You want to add these dots all around your wrist, mostly using the dark plum color we used before. The dots are small blood spots underneath your skin. You can now make this look as dramatic as you want. Add more or less of the colors, or even add blood. If you're not happy with one of the collodion cuts, try peeling it off and covering the area with some paint instead. You could also add some bruising in some of the areas. So I hope this technique was helpful. If you have any questions, suggestions or requests, you can contact me on Facebook or leave a comment below. Goodbye and happy holidays everyone!